Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and today, well, let me explain the title here. This video is actually for C-rated and D-rated drivers, and the reason why I say you should not be a C-rated or D-rated driver if you're watching my videos is because you should already be at a B rating. It is very easy to get to a B rating if you had followed my journey and my past videos with all the tips and tricks that I have shared, because I started out in GT7 as a very slow, not good road or circuit racer, and I've actually learned how to do this from GT7, and I'm going to go over a lot of those tips, and I'm going to get you guys to a B rating. And I want to see you, and if you guys are at a C, especially if you're at a D, I want to see you guys up there in a B within the next week or two. And I want you guys in the comments letting me know how these tips helped you, because it is so simple, and I think a lot of you guys are just overthinking this. And I always see a lot of comments blaming other drivers for taking you out and not letting you move up, and I'm not going to stand for that. I'm not going to let you guys make that excuse, and I'm going to explain why in this video. And of course, there's a lot of things that are not in our control, and I totally agree, and there's lots of instances where it will be other drivers' faults and there's nothing that you can do about it. But in lower rated lobbies, it's actually easier to avoid problems than when you get to higher lobbies and you're with faster drivers, and it becomes more of a problem to avoid that in those situations. But it's very easy with some really simple tips to avoid it and move up really fast to a B-rated driver. Moving from a D to a C does not take a lot. Moving from a C to a B does not really take a lot either. It's when you get to a B and you want to try to move to an A. When you're in an upper B, it takes a really long time to get to an A. So here's what we got to do, guys. First off is consistency. If you're not willing to practice and learn a track for an hour or two, especially if you're a lower rated driver, if you're not willing to put that time in, you are going to struggle to move up. I've put hours and hours and hours running hot laps, learning tracks. You guys have to watch. You have to watch lap guides. You must watch them. You must know braking points. You must know how to drive a track correctly. And you must also, you can also watch replays of fast drivers, and you're not going to be as fast as these guys. Let's understand that. You're not going to be as fast as anywhere near these guys, but you're going to learn brake markers, and you're going to learn how to drive a course and what you should be doing, where you can go full throttle, where you need to slow down. There's a lot of good tips in these videos that a lot of people share, and that's step one, is you must learn the track. You must do hot laps until you learn that track backwards and forwards, and I mean like practicing for maybe an hour or two, but that hour or two can get you from a D to a B in 1 week. Literally in 1 week, you can skip all through that with some good finishes, and you can get yourself to a B. What you first need to do is consistency, right? When you get to a race, you're already knowing the track backwards and forwards. So what you need to do is just be consistent on the track. If you can't run 5, 10, 15 straight laps doing hot laps, you're not going to survive a race. If you can do like 10 clean laps in a practice, then you can definitely run 5 laps in a race clean. My next thing with that is you need to turn off your assists. And what do I mean by assists? I mean your braking zones, your brake flags, your driving line. When you get to a race, if you still need those, you're not ready to actually race. Yes, these are crutches that people use to make them comfortable, but learning the track is going to make you comfortable. Knowing where to go is going to make you comfortable. It's like when you drive in your neighborhood over and over and over again, you don't need GPS, right? GPS is for places where you don't know how to get to. And if you keep driving to that same place over and over and over, eventually you're going to know how to get there. You're not going to need GPS, and you're going to know the quickest way there. Same thing with racing. You guys need to turn off those assists. If you can't turn off those assists in a race, then you're not ready to race. You need to keep practicing until you learn that track. You need to be focused on the actual race, because there's going to be cars around you, and you don't want to be looking at driving lines. You need to sometimes remove yourself from the driving line and race other lines and take other spots on the inside, the outside. That might not be the optical driving line that you're following. So you need to be able to actual race. Now, using assists like traction control, you will be faster on a lot of cars if you don't use it. There are cars that you're definitely going to have to use it. But if you need to use it, use it on level 1. Traction control on 1. It won't slow you down too much, but if you can actually get better throttle control, there's a lot of cars that you won't need it. ABS is something I always keep on. And then another thing is if you're using auto shift. Now, if you're using a controller, I understand why auto shift might be important to use, but if you are using a wheel and pedal set and you have paddle shifters or anything, you must be using manual shift. It will make you faster. It will also help you navigate and move the car, slow the car down, get out of if you're losing traction, and you can actually, move your gears. It will help you navigate your car much better, and it will give you much more control of your car than if you're using auto shifting. So definitely work on getting out of auto shifting. Learn how to shift correctly. Learn when to shift gears for each car, and it will definitely help you become faster. Now, this is a big thing right here, guys. Picking your battles. Now, when you're driving in a lower lobbies, let guys pass you. Do not battle. This is the biggest thing that got me out of these lower lobbies so fast. Most of these guys in the lower lobbies are going to, and I should say guys or girls, they're gonna most likely mess up somewhere, or they're gonna get in a wreck with someone else. If you're going side by side with someone and you see them trying to bump you, check up, lay back, let them go. Trust me, they are going to go off the track. They are going to go battle with someone in front of you then, and they're going to go ram someone, and then all of them are going to fly off the track, and you are going to be there to capture it. If you're seeing 2 or 3 cars in front of you, do not get involved in that situation. Hang back, let them battle it. Let them all take each other out. It's going to happen on lower level lobbies. Guys are going to take each other out left and right. You just need to be there to take advantage and take over that spot. That's the whole thing, is picking your battles. If you finish top 3, you're going to be moving up really fast. If you finish top 5 in these races, you're going to be moving up really fast. Even in top 8 in these races, they will keep giving you points up, and you will be moving up. Do not battle over 2nd, 3rd, 4th place. If you need to go from 3rd place to 4th because you don't want to battle and you don't want to get punted and you don't want someone to ram you off, take the 4th place finish, because if they do ram you off the track and you then end up in 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16th place, then you're going to have struggles. Then you're going to have problems. Let people pass you. Don't worry if you're 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th. Always try to just stay in the top 8 and you'll be doing good. Let guys pass you. Trust me, you will pass them later on. Most likely, a lot of those drivers are still learning, and they will take each other out. They will run off the track. That's my biggest tip here, guys. Pick your battles and stop blaming other people for ramming you or punting you. Stay away from those drivers and learn how to avoid. It's about avoidance in driver rating D, in D-class lobbies, and also C-class lobbies. It's about avoidance. It's not about really racing. It's about getting to B. B is where you guys are going to want to be for really good races. And my last tip here is don't quit, guys. If you get knocked off, if you get punted, don't quit. Get back on the track, race. Oftentimes there's going to be cars throughout the race that are going to quit during the race. They're going to ram each other off the track, and you will be there, and you'll be able to pick up even a spot or 2 or 3 or 4, sometimes 6. And also, don't focus on 2 races. Focus on 1 race. Do not do race B and race C. If you're going to focus on race B, learn it backwards and forwards. If you want to do race C, learn it backwards and forwards. Don't try to focus on 2 different tracks throughout the week. That's when you move up and stuff, that's fine. But if you're looking to move up in your rating, one of them, just pick one of them, master it, practice it, and I promise you, you will be there so fast. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this helped you. And yeah, thumb up, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.